Yo, what is up everyone? I'm Carlos and we're Emelet Sauce. And this is the long awaited 1000 subscriber special that was an absolute pain to put out. But I don't want to be talking here for a long time, so let me just say thank you all for the support, and let's finally begin the what if. What if Goku traveled to the One Punch Man universe? Goku arrives back at Beerus' planet, and Goku says to Whis that he's ready to pick out a universe, as he has a huge urge to fight many different strong opponents. Goku then looks at the many different universes available, and then he chooses one, but Whis points out that the universe Goku chose is weirdly powerful, and told Goku that it'd be best if he had all of his techniques for this universe, just in case. Goku's surprised about this, as he wonders how strong the people in that universe are. Goku says alright, as Whis gives him back all of his techniques as well as his transformations. Goku's not ready, as he takes a deep breath and goes to the One Punch Man universe. Goku arrives at a destroyed city as he's taken aback by the sight of destruction. Goku then senses a strong power level and tries to use instant transmission, but then that same power level disappears completely, as another strong power level shows up for a brief moment before it disappears as well. Goku looks around and wonders what happened as he begins to explore the area and sees countless heroes who are on the ground as he goes over to each one of them and helps them out by sharing some of his energy. Goku leaves the area and begins to explore to see what exactly this universe is about. As Goku is exploring, he notices a man riding a bicycle going up against some random villain. As Goku goes closer to see what's going on, the man riding a bicycle steps up against the villain as he declares that he will take down the villain. Citizens who are near the area start cheering as they scream out the hero's name, Mumen Rider. Goku looks confused, saying Mumen what now? As he looks over to Mumen Rider, thinking that he must be crazy. Goku senses that the villain he's up against is much stronger than that Mumen Rider is far weaker, and doesn't look like he can fight. Goku even sees that Mumen Rider is trembling a little, but he's still facing off against the villain. Mumen Rider prepares to attack, but then the villain does the same as he charges up an attack, and Goku immediately knows that his attack could kill Mumen Rider, and he quickly charges towards the villain as he punches him once and sends him flying into space. Goku is surprised, thinking that he went a little too far without even knowing. Goku thinks that since he's been nerfed so many times on his adventures, and that he was usually not so strong in most of them, that he thought he could have gone almost all out and still have a challenge. Mumen Rider as well as the citizens are in shock of what just happened, and Mumen Rider goes to talk to Goku and ask who he is. Goku introduces himself, and so does Mumen Rider. Goku asks why Mumen Rider even tried to fight that villain, even though he is clearly not strong enough. Mumen Rider reveals to Goku that he is a hero, and he was just doing his duty as one. Goku is surprised that Mumen Rider is a hero, and he asks if there are any other heroes like him. Mumen Rider explains everything about the heroes, and how he is a Class C hero, and that there are more heroes far stronger than him. Goku, with excitement in his voice, says that it's awesome that there are more heroes and that they're even stronger. Goku says goodbye to Mumen Rider as he flies away in search of stronger heroes. As Goku's flying, he realizes that he now has all of his techniques, saying that it's been a while since he used most of these, so he decides to test them out. He goes to the beach and transforms into all of his transformations, from Super Saiyan 1 all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. Goku also tests out all of his techniques and attacks as he assures himself that he has all of his abilities back. Goku gets ready to fly away and search for more heroes, but then a huge sea monster appears out of the water and attacks Goku. Goku gets sent flying back as he was caught by a surprise, but then he gets ready to attack. However, Goku senses a much stronger power level that appears to be similar to the one that appeared at the destroyed city, and with quick succession, Goku punches the sea monster once, sending him back to the ocean. Then Goku uses instant transmission to go to the strong power level, but as soon as he gets there, he's in shock at the sight of an enormous titan. The titan caught Goku by surprise, as he had never seen a titan that enormous before. Goku notices that the titan is causing damage to the city with every step, and he then quickly flies towards it, ready to stop it as he transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, and with a charge up Kamehameha, he obliterates the titan, and also the titan's big brother, but Goku didn't realize that since he didn't notice him at all. Goku goes back to his base form as his stomach begins to rumble, and he then realizes that he didn't eat anything at Beerus' planet while he was there, and so he's starving. Goku flies away in search of food, and if you're wondering where Saitama was in all of this, he was still at the supermarket, since the Titan didn't make it all the way to Saitama due to Goku taking care of him quickly. Goku's still looking for food. Unfortunately, he can't go to any restaurant to eat since he doesn't have any money. So he just decides to wander to the streets at night. But then he spots a car monster dismantling a nearby vehicle. Goku goes closer, but then the monster turns around as he looks at Goku, telling him that there's no use of running away, now as the monster gets ready to kill Goku. Goku's too hungry to even react, and the monster looks at him as it introduces himself, saying that his name is... Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that. Goku just comes to the conclusion that it is a villain, and so he flicks it away, launching into space, because Goku's built like that. Meanwhile, Saitama is in a heated battle against the Subterraneans, as he's ganged up on by the entire race, and is having trouble as they are too strong for him. But he doesn't give up. He continues fighting to the very end to protect the Earth, and then he wakes up from his dream. Meanwhile in the city, the people have evacuated due to a huge swarm of mosquitoes that is terrorizing the area. Genos appears in the city as he seeks out the person who's behind the mosquito attack. Goku is also in the city as he continues searching for food, but he notices that there aren't any citizens around, and he's starting to get concerned. But then he sees a strong power level as he uses instant transmission and teleports to Genos. Genos looks at Goku and asks who he is. Goku introduces himself to Genos, and he also asks if he knows where all the people went. Genos says that they evacuated due to an attack. Goku asks who attacked them, and Genos is trying to find out the same thing, but soon enough, the both of them get their answer as Mosquito Girl arrives. Also, how did they make a mosquito look? You know what, never mind. Goku and Genos look at her as she is backed up with a swarm of what seems to be millions of mosquitoes that are under her command. She sends the mosquitoes to attack, but then both Goku and Genos charge up their attacks as Goku blasts a Kamehameha and Genos shoots a fire blast that takes out all of the mosquitoes that were in the area with her currently. She then goes in to attack both Goku and Genos herself, but unlike the show, when she managed to rip off one of Genos' arms, she instead is unable to do any damage to them, since Goku punched her away, sending her flying back. Mosquito Girl gets angry and summons yet another swarm of mosquitoes, one that is even bigger than the last one, with each mosquito sucking the life out of every living creature in the area, and enabling Mosquito Girl to power up as Goku senses that she is even more powerful now. Goku and Genos get prepared to fight Mosquito Girl and her swarm of mosquitoes, but then they hear loud yells getting closer. They look back as they see Saitama, who is currently chasing a mosquito that beat him in a heated battle. Both Goku and Genos wonder who he is, but then they're reminded of the mosquitoes and they both quickly take care of him by combining their attacks and taking out the entire swarm. But it seems like Goku has used all of his energy and he's too hungry to continue fighting. Due to the people evacuating the city, they were able to go all out, but they both forgot about Saitama as they looked over wondering if he's okay and he's naked. But then Mosquito Girl transforms and she goes in to kill them as she impales Genos and attacks him repeatedly over and over. Genos doesn't stand a chance as he's falling from a great height and is severely wounded. Goku tries to help, but he has used too much of his energy already and he's starving as he hasn't eaten anything for almost, if not an entire day. Mosquito Girl gets ready to deal with the finishing blow and Genos gets prepared to self-destruct, but then Saitama defeats Mosquito Girl by slapping her into a building. Goku and Genos are shocked at what seemed to be a regular guy at first turned out to be really powerful. Saitama then begins to leave, but both Goku and Genos call Saitama as Genos asks for training and Goku asks for a fight. Saitama agrees to both requests casually as he walks off. Goku tries to call him again, but he's too hungry and tired to go after him. Genos asks Goku if he could help him to get back to Dr. Kusuno to repair him, and Goku agrees, but only if they'll give him food. Goku drops off Genos, and then he eats. Goku's fully recovered, and heads out to look for Saitama. Unfortunately, Goku didn't ask for his address, and he's stuck as he doesn't know where he is. He can't even find his energy as Saitama has low power level due to him never having to power up most of the time, and when he does, it's only for a split second. As Goku flies around, he sees Genos running and decides to follow him, as they both head to Saitama's house. Genos will still speak to Saitama the same, but Goku would jump in asking Saitama if they could fight, since he seems really strong. Saitama agrees, but as they're all about to head out, a praying mantis monster attacks all three of them, as Goku is sent flying away. Most of the fight will go the same, as Goku would return at the end, as he is bummed out to miss on the action. They all head to the House of Evolution to meet Genos. They would head inside as usual, but instead of Saitama fighting Carnage Kabuto, Goku would step in asking for a fight. Carnage Kabuto would rush at Goku, but then instantly flies away as he senses that Goku is a huge threat similar to how he sensed Saitama in canon. Goku's confused, but he would end up rushing to Carnage Kabuto and start beating on him easily. Goku was holding back a lot to try to get a fight out of it, but after 5 weak punches, Carnage Kabuto was close to death. Goku was disappointed about this ultimate life form, as this kinda reminded him of Cell. Genos is completely shocked, but then suddenly everyone turns to see that Saitama is panicking, as he realized that he forgot about his sale, as Goku, Genos, and Saitama all rush over to the supermarket. Genos would check on Carnage Kabuto, but he would have succumbed to his wounds from Goku. Things would go on the same, as all three of them would be eating, as they would hang out for a while. A day goes by, as Saitama would see the news about Hammerhead and his followers, as he would go to deal with them as normal. Genos would be getting repaired, while Goku would be there watching, as he is intrigued. Afterwards, they two would spar. Genos would go all out as he quickly rushes to Goku, and sends a barrage of attacks, but Goku without much trouble dodges them. Goku would use instant transmission to go right behind Genos as he one-taps him with just the pressure of his attack. Goku would help Genos up and apologize if he went too hard on him, but Genos was just amazed on how strong Goku was, and he believes he might be as strong as Master Saitama. As Saitama dealt with Hammerhead and Speedo Sound Sonic, they would all meet at Saitama's house and get into a talk of being a hero, and Saitama would realize that he would need to take a test to become a professional hero. Goku would actually be interested in the physical part of the test, as they will all participate, and Goku would absolutely crush it, as he doesn't hold back, as everyone is amazed, even Saitama, as he goes all out too. In the end, Saitama's grade will be the same, but Goku would be even worse and get a 70. Goku kinda finds the ranking system odd, but he is fine with it, as he still passed. They would all go out to eat noodles, and Goku would cost them a lot of money since he was starving. Things would go on the same, as Genos would try out against Saitama, but the fight would end the same, but instead of Saitama going for food, he would want to fight against Goku, as seeing him, he is interested in his strength. As they begin to square off, Saitama rushes at Goku, and he sends a punch his way, but Goku easily catches the punch. Saitama's eyes widen as he screams out in joy that someone didn't get killed in a single punch. They begin to get serious and go all out fighting. Genos is having trouble keeping up with the fight, as both Goku and Saitama are flying around in top speed, creating huge pressure waves that can be heard all around the world. They would exchange punches as neither of them are giving up. Saitama finally gets the drive of the heat of a battle and gets excited as Goku is also excited about getting such a strong opponent. They stop as Saitama tells Goku that he's been holding back, as Goku says that he's been holding back heavily. Saitama then would ask him to go all out and stop holding back. Goku then begins powering up from each of his Super Saiyan states, from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan Blue. Genos can't even comprehend the power that he is witnessing, and he thinks that Goku is way stronger than Saitama. Saitama smiles as he goes all out and uses his serious punches on Goku, but Goku catches them without a problem, and the tide of the battle begins to favor Goku as he's able to beat on Saitama, but Saitama doesn't give up, as this just gets him more pumped up to continue fighting. But during the fight, Goku senses that Saitama's power level just keeps increasing the longer they fight, similar to how when him and Vegeta fought Broly. A couple of minutes will pass, as Saitama is now handling Goku better as they begin to start being equals once more. Both are damaged and getting exhausted as Goku just laughs, apologizing to Saitama as he states that there's one more trick up his sleeve, as Saitama tells him to just do it, as he is still happy with this match. Goku then powers down and begins to heavily focus as a shiny silver aura builds around him, as his eyes go silver and the huge beam of light hits Goku. Genos can't even look, and Saitama is stunned as Goku went into his Master Ultra Instinct state. He tells Saitama to be ready, as now he's unbeatable. Saitama just smiles and says let's see about that, as they begin to fight it out, but every punch Saitama throws at Goku, Goku just dodges it without a problem. Goku's much faster than Saitama can even see, as Goku just sends a barrage of punches in less than a second. From Genos' perspective, he can't even see what is happening, as their fight is in its own league of power. Saitama then goes full power, focusing all of his strength into his full power punch that he will use to end this fight, as he rushes to Goku, ready to end this, as Goku sees this, as he rushes to Saitama. Goku catches the punch, but the power in that punch was so immense that a huge pressure wave came out of it, making Genos fly, and the area they fought in was completely destroyed. Goku would hear Whis' voice, saying that his time is almost up. Goku would power down, apologizing to Saitama, but he has to leave now, saying that their fight isn't over, and they will still continue it another time. Saitama just laughs, saying that it was the best fight he ever had, and that the next time they meet, their fight will continue. Goku would say goodbye to Genos and Saitama and wishes them good luck on their journey of being heroes, as Goku would fly away, being teleported back to Beerus' planet. As Whis asks him how was his time, as Goku says that it was amazing, then asks Whis if there's other universes he can go to, as Whis says there are many more that he can explore, but it must be on another time. Well everyone, that's the end of this part of the What If special. What if Goku traveled to different universes? I know this part took a very long time, but I mean, it's here now, and we hope you liked it. I honestly have nothing else to say other than thank you, and I've been saying it a lot, but like, it's really all that we can say at this point. Just thank you all for all the support. And for next What If specials, it's not gonna be every 100 subscribers. Like, nah, it's that's not gonna be possible anymore. It'll probably be maybe every 1,000 subscribers, maybe more. But we'll let you know when the next one will come out. But anyways, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.